Welcome back to Dreamin' Dragons.
The time has come. You can't fight the urge any longer. You've seen the cool flowers, the funky fruit, and the reported health benefits. It's time to get your first dragon fruit cutting. Oh, yes. But before you rush out and grab the closest cutting, let's smash out my high five of things to tick off before making the most enjoyable and life-changing decision of your week. Mate, it's a dragon fruit cutting, not home insurance. What do I really need to know? Reds, yellows, oranges, purples, whites, blacks, etc., etc. Hundreds of colours, hundreds of flavours, different sizes, different shapes. Enough to make your head spin. Oh my. In no particular order, here's what I'd want to know if I was buying my first fruit again. Get your first cutting from a reputable grower rather than a nursery, hardware store, or side of the road. Whether you track someone down online, in a community group, or on social media, having the opportunity to deal with a person who grows these pups as a hobby rather than a retailer where unfortunately mislabeling and misinformation can and often does occur can save some heartbreak and confusion down the track. While it definitely helps if you want to deep dive into your new purchase, you don't need a named variety to start, but asking your seller if they've got a fruit from the plant and is it true to what it's being sold as is a great starting point. If they haven't had a fruit from the variety yet, I wouldn't risk it for my first fruit. Next up, and this is probably our most important ingredient if you want to grow these pups for the fruit, with only one variety in your collection, you're going to need it to be a self-fertile one. Self-fertile meaning can set a fruit with the use of its own pollen. Relying on moths, bees, and bugs to magically deliver pollen from your neighbours or strangers' yards miles away is as unlikely and unreliable as your dogs waking you up with coffee and breakfast in bed every morning. Definitely ask your seller if the variety is self-fertile or self-sterile, and have they tested it. Sure, the flowers are pretty, don't get me wrong, but if you're not going to get a fruit from it, is that where and how you want to start your journey? Does size really matter? Some varieties have large fruit, some have small. Some will give you a few big ones, whereas others will pop out dozens of small ones, and then just about everything else in between. If you're buying named varieties, this sort of information can be much more easily found. Otherwise, ask your seller. Would be a shame if you're expecting a grapefruit and grew a golf ball. Slow and steady really worth the race? The average time from bloom to bite is about 35 to 55 days. Though there are some varieties that balloon out to around 150 to 180 days. Spiky yellow varieties. Is rough ripening time something that will influence your decision? Again, buying a name variety can give you a fair idea on what to expect here. Most sellers, or at least any worth dealing with, will have most of this information handy for you. If someone's a little secretive or not overly helpful, there's plenty of others all across the world who will be happy to help you out. And lastly, you definitely want to subscribe to my channel for all your dragon fruity goodness. Oh yes!